Boxing, mixed martial arts, ultimate fighting, they're sometimes lumped together in a category called combat sports. They're becoming a bigger part of what people enjoy watching right here in our state. Casey Sears is the Alabama Athletic Commission Vice Chair, and he's here to tell us about the growing influence of combat sports in our state. Casey, thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me. It's only been within the last couple of years the governor signed a law that allows legally for us to have boxing and soon to be mixed martial arts, which is definitely growing. We have the Deontay Wilder fight that is upcoming. But most people don't realize is we have a long history here. Evander Holyfield, Joe Louis, Byron Mitchell, all world title holders, and are all from Alabama. And so we hope to continue that tradition, of course, with Deontay.
And we have gone a very long time without being able to have officially sanctioned boxing matches. Just boxing, which is, you know, a sport that people have been familiar with for, I'd say at least 100 years, correct me if I'm wrong.
Absolutely.
And now the mixed martial arts, the kids love that stuff. And we've got a little video of how they do it. These aren't actual people fighting. I thought that might be a bit much for the folks at home, so we got computer-generated ones to do it instead. This could end up being a really big economic boom for our state. Talk to me about that.
Absolutely, and part of what we do is recruit the top promoters. And of course, our job primarily is to keep it safe. But one of the licensed promoters that we have here is Oscar De La Hoya's group, which is Golden Boy Promotions. They typically don't license anywhere that's, you know, they've got California, Nevada, New Jersey. We're the only southern state where they are licensed. And Deontay is certainly big for us, and they have 75 Deontay caliber fighters.
Wow.
And so they will bring ESPN. There are some talks with other MMA promoters that will bring a lot of economic boom to this area and to the state.
I know the hopes are that we'll start seeing matchups like the one we're going to see later on this week with Deontay in Tuscaloosa, maybe once every 6 months or so, or possibly even more frequently. Where do you see the mixed martial arts going?
Once we open the door, and we finally open the door for boxing, you're going to start to see more and more. Hopefully, and realistically, we'll see a smaller and smaller time gap. You'll probably see those monthly. Once mixed martial arts enters the fray, you're talking, you know, probably every other weekend or every month, depending on, you know, the time of year and what they're competing with. Football season, you're not going to see much. But
that's difficult to compete with. Yeah.
But in the spring and other times, you're going to see a lot. It is a wildly popular sport, MMA and boxing. People kind of throw that to the side, but it is just as popular as MMA in some parts of the country.
All right, Casey, thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you very much for having me.
You can find out more about what's going on with combat sports in our state on Facebook. Just search for Alabama Boxing or Alabama MMA.